19 de agosto de 2025. O mercado já está abrindo. A gente tem aqui na tela aqui da Ninja Trader, o Super da Ninja Trader, o Super da S&P e do Nasdaq e do BlackArrow. Por que eu estou fazendo isso? Porque eu estou deixando a Ninja junto, porque às vezes o BlackArrow trava, eu não sei onde está o preço, para mim executar a ordem. Ontem eu perdi uma conta funda de fazendo isso. Vou evitar de operar nos primeiros 15 minutos, enquanto eu perdi uma funda de fazendo isso. Estou com uma funda aqui e um teste challenge que já está aprovado, que só falta pagar os movimentos para ela virar funda. Então, vou fazer apenas um trade, vocês verão aqui, né, e vamos ver o que acontece. Ontem eu perdi uma funda à toa. Eu ia operar os primeiros 15 minutos da abertura, ficou só chacoalhado. Entrei em pitfall e perdi a conta. Vamos ver agora, 4 segundos, bora lá.
Doing the DMIs. So that's where we're.
Gente, tenta não operar nos primeiros 15 minutos, viu? Porque é só caça stop. A não ser que você já esteja apregoado. Se já está apregoado, beleza. Comprado lá embaixo, 50, beleza. 40, sei lá, 35, 20, comprou. Chegou aqui na 21, de 15, 5 minutos, sai. Protege. Mas eu só vou operar 15 minutos depois, não vou operar antes. Porque já perdi uma PA ontem fazendo besteira. Fazer de tudo para não fazer apenas uma operação, 20 pontos de stop, 30 de gain. Ou eu boto no 10 de stop e 100 alvo de gain, vamos ver. Muda aqui, eu opero uma conta funda apenas, ela tá positiva, e segurar esse trade. Evitar para não fazer caca. Eu fiz muita caca, já era.
Your trade management strategy, your style. More of an intraday trade for me here, looking to kind of take what I can. And again, this is just like I'm just putting on a contract here in this small account, seeing how it goes here. We'll look to maybe add to it, something like that. For order flow, so there's two different segments of order flow, guys. One, and the only one that I use, is on what trades were actually made in the market, where buyers and sellers said, yep, I'll do business. Lift an offer, hit a bid, a trade gets done. Think of like time and sales window, trades that get done. That is the only order flow that I use. You only have to have top of book, right? Some people call it trade flow. I think that's a fantastic name for it. You only need top of book data to do that. The other non-interesting side of the tape for me personally, I think Stowe, and when he comes on here in half an hour, I think he'll disagree with me, and we could pick his brain on that. That's one of the beauty of this channel and having different opinions and people you can learn different things from. I don't care for the, let's call it, advertised order flow.
O mercado hoje está mais direcional que ontem, como a gente pode ver, ó. Só abriu e derreteu. Hoje está melhor que ontem, bem mais direcional que ontem. Bem mais direcional que ontem hoje. Hoje está bem agressivo, ó. 5 minutos só caindo. Ontem era só violinada. Ele veio aqui na 62, chegou aqui e derreteu. 86 pontos. Vou esperar. Às vezes eu clico, às vezes eu não clico. Vai depender de como vai estar o mercado. Eu volto à tarde e clico à tarde. Mas que eu quero evitar de fazer merda. Quero e vou evitar. Cansado já, mas vou voltar aqui pra terra esperar o que vai acontecer.
Soybeans with a drop. Natural gas is down. We'll see if our Texas tea can hang in there. Fat fish. All right, you see gold is now well back into this region, so we could actually stalk pullbacks to get the trade.
Esse super dom aqui da Ninja Trader está numa conta Apex. E esse super dom aqui está na minha conta Funda da BlackArrow. Tá aí, vamos ver o que vai acontecer. Espera esses primeiros 5 minutos fechar. Ver o que vai acontecer. Se der alguma oportunidade que eu ver que seja sólida, eu vou. Se não, não irei. Esperarei e voltarei de tarde.
S&P has not quite taken out those overnight lows yet. Look at the delta on that S&P.
Olha como o mercado já começa só a rabiscar, tá vendo? Só rabiscando, só rabiscando. Agora é a pior ordem. Pior hora de operar, a gente tem que esperar definir. Esperar definir os primeiros 15 minutos para ver como é que vai ser. Se eu ver que existe algum trade que vai dar bem, eu vou. Se não, tchau, obrigado. É de tarde, tá vendo? Que virou só caça stop. Eu nego com um stop de 10 pontos, só levo. Entrei 2 vezes na conta teste, foi 2 stops de 10
No,
pontos.
gold is just leaving us.
Então,
No.
paciência. Paciência. Paciência.
What a rug pull. That's something that gold, silver, they are really, really good at doing is that exact type of thing. The cool thing about the delta is that initially we were saying, okay, I'm not trying to buy this bot, I'm not trying to buy it. And then remember we talked about, look, okay, the buyers really started to snap it back. Look, the buyers are continuing and the buyers are pretty strong here. So, for me, it's just a matter of being able to kind of access the idea and whatnot, which I haven't, but we've had a good read on what
S&P
was
só
happening.
empurrando
It
para
was a
baixo,
deeper
socando,
stop
não
run than I
conseguindo.
anticipated, but nothing crazy.
Aqui já voltou aí, ó, 17 pontos.
We're almost up
Fechamento do
10
25 minutos,
cents
25
in crude
pontos.
oil.
Vendo?
Oh,
Muito
crude.
difícil. Operar
What
assim
happened to
tá
you?
muito difícil mesmo. Os 15 minutos você
Back
tem
in the
que
day when I
voltar.
traded crude, we would have
Evitar,
been up
evitar,
60 cents
olhar,
and down 60
tentar se
cents,
segurar.
by now rather than being in essentially a 10-cent range since we put the trade on. So my expectation for gold, let's just keep kind of narrating it, talking about it, teaching you guys things, giving you my view. My view for gold right now is that we will go take out these highs right here And I don't like to use the word
Stop
will,
seguido na conta
but what I'm
teste,
saying is
com
that
10
is
pontos de stop e 15
when
de
you're
gain.
trading Nadro,
Todos
we
os
trade
dois que
what
foram feitos aqui
is.
embaixo eram compras,
We
só
don't
que como o
trade what
stop
we
era
think
pequeno,
might happen, what should happen,
só logo.
what some analyst said will
Você vê como
happen.
é que é.
There is none of that. So I want to be very careful with my words, just like we don't say I
Já tá no
longed
modo
for some crude
administrador.
oil.
Então, só assistir.
What is happening right now in gold
Só
is that
assistir
we
ela
knew
e
there was
deixar
stop
ela
run
aí.
vulnerability at the lows. We've now seen that happen.
Ver o que vai acontecer aqui.
I needed to see a
Ter
snap back
paciência,
into
né?
this
A
region, back
conta
into a
funded,
structural
não vou
area,
entrar de
right?
qualquer jeito.
A multi-day composite profile area.
Isso.
It was from the lower extreme of the weekly
Só
developing value.
acompanhar. Evaluate.
And so we've now gotten what market profile practitioners would refer to as a nice excess on the low. It's a good low, right? And so now it becomes about execution, about entering, and the expectation based on our laws of market dynamics that we teach in NADRO is that if we fail from this lower end, we'll rotate up to this upper end. So on the weekly developing value, that's 91.5. On the market profile, it is right at like 90. So that 90, 91, 92 area, which is just, by the way, right above the what I believe is the Globex highs for the session. So it's pretty nice, nicely confluent.
Paciência, esperar. Esperar. Saco. Isso aí, tem que ser aqui 04. Evitar no aí. Bora ver. Esperar ver o que vai acontecer. Esperar ver o que vai acontecer. Segurando bastante no pivot point no S2 e no S1. Aqui é o pivot point.
Well, let's not look at gold because every time we don't have the chart book up, it moves wildly. So let's go away from it. Let's just look at crude oil stuck in the mud. And that way we'll get some good activity in gold.
Estou ouvindo a
What are you using for your standard deviation on your chart? You mean like the name of the indicator or the math, or what do you mean? So you can see the names of it on the chart. Order flow VWAP, right? The indicators are listed at the top of the charts.
Ficar aqui olhando, assistindo. Bom, subiu bastante, rompeu o S1 do pivot point.
Yes, sir.
Tá voltando para a abertura. Acredito que não vai ficar assim. Aqui, depois que ele rompeu o caixote asiático e o europeu chamado de Globex, dava uma venda realmente. Porque na perca do 30 você poderia ter vendido com stop 50. Porque quando ele volta para esse caixote,
The crude trade.
Por isso que fala aqui, ó. Tende a evitar a posição dentro desse caixote. Das 20 a 5. Ontem eu vi uma conta fundo abrindo a posição aqui dentro.
So let me see here. Crude has yearly PVA, extreme fade,
Esse daqui me arrebentou.
weekly PVA and
Conta
PVA.
foda de pau.
Let's call it
Essa daqui eu fiquei positivo. Essa daqui ela já está aprovada. Tem que só pagar as custas para ver na conta.
Whereas gold doesn't have the yearly. It does have the monthly DVA and PVA, and then it had the weekly, and it's got structure. So it's a toss-up, but it's, you know, look, trade ideas are a bit more complex for me than, you know, singular reference like an open range trade or moving average or something. To me, it's a mashup of 4 different long-term VWAP timeframes and periodicities, and then profile structures from recent days. And I mix and mash all that together to come up with the view. I handle where things don't agree, and I look to where things do agree, and I try to piece all that together in what we call the skill of ranking and distilling all those different timeframes and references into what is the most probable, what is the clearest picture we can see, where's the strongest narrative, as we call it. So crude is mean reversion across all the timeframes that it agrees with, and so is gold. So they are very, very similar plays. They're both mean reversion plays. You're welcome. No sound because I'm not talking. I think the audio is good. What do you mean nat gas is straight up? Oh, just straight up mean. I got you. I was like, looks more like straight down. Yeah. Yeah, nat gas is can be a wild market. I believe its volatility typically picks up in the wintertime. But yeah, nat gas can be a bucking bronco for sure. Oh, for sure. I mean, Joe, we might have to call Dr. Copper the Widowmaker now. I mean, my goodness. Some financial lives were ruined recently in copper. So as I sit in a trade in which I've taken literally 0 ticks of heat since timing it up and walking through my narrative and what's going on, Mike Allen wants to hop in the chat and let us know that NQ got the prior day low retracement into new low. I'm done. No offense, Merritt, but I don't know what you're doing. Oh, man.
Depois que você apanha.
I love you guys.
Tem medo, né? Cachorro mordido por cobra tem medo de salsicha, né? Então, paciência, vamos ver, esperar para de tarde. Quero machucar minha conta essas fontes ruins. Ficarei aqui até as 11 e sairei da tela. Parei de parte.
So let's see, the prior day low in NQ was the pit session low around 719. From a short-term trading perspective, you know, that's absolutely what we would, if you're just looking at yesterday's nice balanced profile, which I think a lot of people probably were, it makes sense. You know, it's like, here, let me get my drawing tool out. So, you know, the kind of the gold trade and the crude trade and whatnot is, here is a distribution, right? Here is an area of consolidation, right? And these looks below this region are failures, right? Or you could think of it, well, yeah, I'm not going to say that. They're failures and a reversion back to it, and then maybe a retest and then go, right? Failure, reversion back to it, no retest on this time frame, and go. Failure, I'm kind of looking for a little retest and go. That's the opposite of potentially a level where you break down, like yesterday's very balanced profile in NQ. You break down, you get the retest, and then you go. That's a great trade. So in NADRO speak, these are called return pullbacks because they are returning to the distribution after failing from outside. And these are called breakout pullbacks because they are a breakout of the distribution and a pullback to test it. So return pullbacks and breakout pullbacks are it's not rocket science, right? But if you piece that together across different time frames and use it, it can really be a great foundation for your playbook and coming up with some places that are good to trade from in terms of trade location, having an idea if a market is bullish or bearish. These are a lot of NADRO concepts here that we lean on every day. No, Isaac, I mean, trust me, this is coming from a guy who used to be totally focused on higher highs and higher lows, lower lows and lower highs. It's too myopic. The perfect pattern of higher highs and higher lows or lower lows and lower highs breaks without the actual meaningful context breaking. How you're syncing up the time frames is very complicated compared to having a contextual higher time frame view of where are we relative to this distribution. If you're, if you're potentially bearish, well, guess what? It's probably going to be a series of higher highs and higher lows that we're looking to short, right? Depending again on what time frame you're looking at. All right, crude oil getting a pop here. We're up 26 whopping cents in it. Coming from someone, me, who used to trade higher highs and higher lows, and that used to be kind of my structure and whatnot. I know Chris does this and whatnot. For me personally, I found a better way of operating that was less myopic with the granular individual rotations. Oh, Mike, yeah, it's all good, brother. I just thought what you said was really funny. Marion, I don't know what you're doing. You know what I mean, Isaac? There's a next level from pure higher highs and higher lows analysis. And I think it can help. I know it was helpful for me, and I think it could be helpful to a lot of people to get a little bit beyond that. Good morning, Nick. S&P still stuck in yesterday's balance. And in fact, in my eyes, the sellers were quite weak. Let's go to a volume-based chart here. Oh man, every time.
O próximo da S2, hein? O segundo
You see
suporte
this
do pivot
low,
point
which is
voltou
into
lá.
the lower edge of the range in the
Bem
past 2
próximo.
days, and you see how little selling there was in it, and then the buyers ripped faces off. So that's what I meant on that low. So it's interesting, kind of a divergence there between the S&P and Nasdaq. Not that I think that that's a tradable, usable signal or edge there.
Fechou o candle e já subiu. Quarto candle após a
But
abertura.
Nasdaq broke below yesterday's balance, retested it, and made a new low. You know, sellers not super active there. The delta is actually pretty sideways for the session, so not like a super dominant type of bid. I'm not sure what some of like the market internals look like. But anyways, no signals for me at the moment with my process for the indices, which is why you've seen me trade other markets this morning.
Assim, provavelmente vou ter que voltar de tarde. Vai ser hoje não, amanhã.
So Stowe's going to be on in like 5 minutes. Let's try to guess what NQ price he's long from before he comes on. Let's play a game. I want to see it in the chat. Whoever's closest to what price, not Price is Right rules, just absolute closeness to Stowe's long level, I will give you the $3,000 NADRO course and access to our community for a year.
5 minutos tá bem iludido, né?
No, you get to pick scalping course or NADRO course. You get to pick. I don't know how. Hang on a second. I don't know how we're gonna go through these numbers and figure this out. You guys are gonna have to let us know. I have never done this before. If the Ninja Trader crew knows how to do this or help me with this, that'd be awesome, because I feel like I messed up here. If you put in more than one number, you're disqualified. What a mess I've created. Oh, me. Oh, and did you guys not hear the other part? You have to hit the thumbs up button. If you have not hit the thumbs up like button, you are not eligible for the win. What happened to this chart? Oh, it must be a data load setting. Go back to time-based. Oh, candles. Yuck. Oh, thickness. Yuck. Okay, so quite the retrace here in crude. We made it to the +1 standard deviation and have retraced the whole move. I'm still laughing at this pick Stowe's position of oh man. And did you guys read the terms of the giveaway? If he's not in a position when he comes on stream, each of you who made a guess owe me $100. That was the deal. Stowe's Discord is blowing up right now with guys being like, flatten your position, enter it on 3 right now, and let me put in that number. I'll cut you in. Okay. The game right now, if you haven't participated yet, you can only enter once, and you have to give a thumbs up, like to the channel, is to guess what position, what price Stowe will be long in queue from. If he is, I have no idea. And if you're the closest, it's not Price is Right rules. You get one of the Apteros courses of your choosing and a year access in the community. So you have like 15 more seconds to get your guess in, and then we're closing the bets. Uh-oh, there he is.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
I have horrible news.
Oh no.
I've only taken 2 trades and they've both been short.
No. L's in the chat.
Yeah,
Oh my goodness.
So nobody wins. I'm in a continuation one now. I don't know. It's feeling like I'm gonna get popped on this one, but yeah, I had a really, really good one out the gate after this opening drive was just, a pure bloodbath. So yeah.
So talk to me about, so bearishness is not something that is usual for you. You tend to lean long. Where's the bearishness coming from today?
Well, that opening drive was just like, insane. So I'm not ever going to try to fight those candles on the way down. My rule with trying to catch bearish continuation now is that I wait until either VWAP itself and a predetermined level, or the +1 on the retrace. This is coming back. So that is where I took my initial trade. I got short at 726, and then I trailed out of it at 667. So very beautiful. Yeah, that's plenty for me for a short. Now we're coming back up to this 23,700 spot. So there's a bunch of absorption here. I entered, got stopped, entered again, got profit on. Ultimately, I'm trying to get to 23,620.